I now have updates coming in from Uttar Pradesh. A web of money manipulation and mass conversions. At the heart of it, a self-styled godman. A shadowy 500 crore rupees trail stretching from Ayodhya to Kathmandu and even further ahead. In this next report, unraveling the explosive chain mail that has come in about a foreign funding, a scandal that exposes about a conversion racket. Here's more.
A covert empire of conversion bankrolled by foreign cash. Nearly 500 crore rupees in shadowy funding has been traced to self-styled godman Chhangur Baba. For 3 years, the money kept flowing. Out of this total, 200 crore rupees has been officially tracked and validated. But what's alarming is that agencies say the 300 crore rupees was routed through illegal hawala channels via Nepal. Investigations reveal that over 100 bank accounts were opened in Nepal's border districts, including Kathmandu, to facilitate this funding. These accounts, according to investigators, were funded by Muslim-majority nations like Pakistan, Dubai, Saudi Arabia and Turkey. Nepali agents took a 4 to 5% cut while transferring this money to Chhangur Baba's network. In many instances, cash deposit machines were used to inject the money, leaving minimal traces. The epicenter of this racket was Ayodhya, where the largest volume of funds landed. Investigations are now underway into 40 bank accounts linked to Chhangur Baba and his associates. Among the findings are 34.22 crores in 6 accounts of Naveen Rora, 13.9 crores in accounts tied to Nasreen, who is a close aide of Chhangur. While the Congress has dismissed the case as a BJP-driven diversionary tactic, the Samajwadi Party has called for a thorough probe, stressing that allegations of this magnitude demand a serious investigation.
ये राष्ट्रीय मुद्दा सिर्फ इसलिए बनाना चाहते हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग ताकि इसके नाम पर हिंदू मुसलमान किया जा सके, इसके नाम पर मंदिर मस्जिद किया जा सके, इसके नाम पर बेरोजगारी से लोगों का ध्यान हटाया जा सके, महंगाई से ध्यान हटाया जा सके। सरकार को इन्होंने सोमालिया की सरकार बना दिया है ऐसे लोगों ने।
कानून है, कानून अपना काम करेगा। जो भी लोग धर्मांतरण में हैं, लगे हुए हैं या इस तरीके के कानून विरोधी काम करते हैं तो न्यायालय उनको सजा देगा।
लेकिन सवाल इस बात का है कि जब बीते 15 सालों से धर्मांतरण का पूरा रैकेट चल रहा था तो आखिर बलरामपुर पुलिस प्रशासन ने इस पर कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं की? अफसरों की मिली भगत थी या फिर अफसर इस पूरे मामले को समझ ही नहीं पाए?
What started as whispers of a godman's influence has now exploded in one of the biggest conversion-linked foreign funding scandals in recent memory. And Chhangur Baba is at the center of it all. With Santosh Kumar, Bureau Report, India Today.
Here's the shocking revelation that come in, that this is not just about a Baba in Uttar Pradesh and how this has a foreign funding link. We've prepared an illustration for you to help you understand what was the chain trail like. Let's begin. The source of funding: Pakistan, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, especially the Gulf nations from where crores of funding allegedly were coming in. Now, it cannot directly come into India. So where does the money go? Look closely on your screen. In shell accounts in Nepal. So via Nepal, then it slowly comes into India. And how? Over 100 accounts are then made and operated in Nepal's border districts. According to investigators, there were laborers, poor, underprivileged ones who would usually go to these nations, were then sent back either with cash or via their accounts that the transaction took place. It was deposited in their accounts. Kathmandu became one of those areas from where different parts, look at that, Kathmandu, Nawalparasi, Rupandehi, Banke, these were some of the areas in Nepal, in border district areas. And that is how the money then started to percolate down toward Uttar Pradesh, toward the ashram. So not a direct transaction, but via different accounts, over 100 accounts that were made. Nepalese currency that then was brought into India, exchanged with the Indian currency in Uttar Pradesh. Where did that happen? Look at the chain trail on your screens. Balrampur, Shravasti, Baharaich and Lakhimpur. There were agents who were delivering via transport or otherwise these funds that were eventually then delivered to Chhangur Baba by the agents. Agents, of course, got a certain commission as well, about 4 to 5%. And these were about changing hands so that you wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly what the chain trail was about. And that reveals that it wasn't just him, that there was a full-on conversion racket that also was unfolding. From Balrampur, joining me, my colleague Santosh Sharma for the latest on that. संतोष, आप जिस तरह से रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल आपने भी उठाया है. What about the officers, administration, bureaucrats? This was going on for so many years. What is now being done to ensure that this mass conversion racket that is unfolding is immediately tackled with, and how?
Definitely, it is a very alarming, and for all of us, that from last 15 years, what the investigating agencies claimed that from last 15 years, Baba was running a racket of illegal conversion merely 32 kilometers away from the Indo-Nepal border. That is the Balrampur Utrala area, and from that Utrala area he was running a conversion syndicate, and in this syndicate he converted more than 3,000 to 4,000 persons. Those were converted by, whether by any threatening or any cause. But the administration, it is the police or the district administration, no one worried about this. What is going on in Utrala? How this Baba, who was few years back was selling rings and several stones on the streets of Balrampur, now become a millionaire. He is having a mansion in the Utrala area. He is having a crores of valuable properties in Balrampur, Utrala, in Mumbai, in Pune. Many more properties have each and every person know in Utrala. But no administration steps has been taken by any of the officer in last few years. Before UPSTF has started the investigation, and ATS lodged an FIR, and the investigators arrested. First arresting was of Chhangur Baba's son Mehboob and his close aide Naveen Rohra alias Jalaluddin. And this second arresting was of Jalaluddin alias Chhangur Baba and his close aide Neetu Nasreen, who converted his name and
Yes.
Nasreen. So till now, 4 persons till now arrested. But
and this doesn't, as Santosh are telling us, look like a localized ashram or some conversion racket or issue. This looks like a full-fledged international involvement as well, when we're talking about crores of rupees coming in from different countries and how it changed hands, finally came into Uttar Pradesh. Thank you very much. Santosh will be tracking all the latest, and for now it's been caught, but we'll see what the developments have been.